The Earnestly Speaking podcast is a show that is founded on free-flowing conversation and may at times venture into mature subjects. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, Earnestly Speaking podcast. Let's get it. I'm a giant in New York, in Miami carry heat. So much more in store, my product can flood the street. Opinion Nation Godfather, CEO. Puff in the late 90s, gon' see me blow. Oh, got my hustle on, no imitation of fad. Army of untouchables, Opinion Nation staff. Never an off season, homie, check the numbers. Heart throb in my own right, supplying southern comfort. Earnestly speaking, my ego is well fed. Earnestly speaking, you're too feeble and no threat. See, I'm like a hurricane, you're a mild breeze. Earnestly speaking, leaving Eli a dynasty. Shake!
Earnestly Podcast. Recording this on a Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. It is the Week 4 edition of EJ versus the Degenerate, and of course, joined here by the Degenerate himself, Zachary. Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Yeah, just before we got on air here, the youngest son walks in the room. Apparently, he has homework he hasn't finished yet, even though I asked him over and over yesterday if he had any homework. He said, no homework. And then all day today, there's no school today. I guess it's Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
think I know that? You think I know that, given my wife is Jewish? And I'm like, I think I have to use the excuse now of, hey, can you give him an extra day? Because, holiday, we're celebrating. I don't know.
I mean, you don't even send them to school tomorrow. It's a 2-day holiday.
I don't know, man. I don't get all these holidays, bro. I don't remember having Rosh Hashanah off for school growing up. All these damn kids these holidays. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's because in the 80s and 90s, they didn't honor Jewish holidays.
Yeah.
It was purely Christian holidays.
Maybe I'm just jealous again, I guess, because I don't. I mean, outside of Thanksgiving and the usuals, I did not ever acknowledge or ever see the amount of holidays these kids get now. They get more teacher planning days than ever.
Oh man, when we were kids, you got a half a day, and it was literally a half a day because it was a parent-teacher conference at night.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you know the teacher had to go and drink for a little while.
Anyway, we are week 4 here now. I did win this week, by the way. 7-6.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a rough week both of us though. And although I will say I was correct, and I'm recording the PBKC live show on tomorrow. I will be asking for apologies on that show because I was the one that picked on the points the Dolphins, the Jets, the Panthers, and the big one, the Browns on the points. And when I said that, people gave me crap for that. So, just saying. I know what I'm talking about sometimes, Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Thanks for the golf clap, buddy. I appreciate that. So, here we go. Week 4. Here we go. Because I got to in and out of this one and get this homework done for my kid before he loses his shit. First game, Thursday Night Football, Zachary. We got Seahawks at Cardinals. The Seahawks are only a 1-point favorite. The over-under is 43. Huh?
I mean, both teams struggle at times to put up points. Arizona can come out and score 20, 21 and a quarter and a half and then not put up another point. That's why I actually like Seattle in this game. I feel like they've been more consistent throughout the season so far.
They have, and there's an argument that if Sam Darnold's not fumbling that ball late in that fourth quarter on that final drive to take the lead, they could be 3-0 right now. There's a conversation for that right now, honestly. I'm going to take the over on this one, though, because I think that number's low enough. I think, both these teams playing, Seattle exploding against New Orleans, though. I just think this is the week they both put up some points. I'm not saying they're going to do what Detroit and Baltimore did last night, but I think 43 points is low enough. I can see a 24-20, 26-21 kind of thing, NFC West, shootout. Not shootout, but, slobber knocker, but enough to get over the hump. So I'll take the over this one. All right, Sunday games. Here we go. Vikings at Steelers. The Vikings are 2.5-point favorites on the road. Over under 41, Zach. Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking the under. Vikings defense is gonna shut down Aaron Rodgers. but I also don't see Carson Wentz putting up the points he did. He really didn't even put up the amount of points we think he did. You had the one guy, Isaiah Rodgers, score 2 touchdowns for them. So,
Steelers are 2-1, and they're pretty lucky at 2-1 because in their 2 wins they haven't looked that great. First week against New England, not New England, the Jets rather. Was for a 6-yard field goal. They lose that game. Then you have this past week against the Patriots. They're up big. Pats come back, but they weren't impressive. The offense hasn't looked good all year long. The defense look a little better this week, but again, low bar against the Pats. Okay, maybe this is me wish casting for Rodgers to get back to the old Rodgers. Maybe it's wish casting me for Tomlin to get it all together. I'll take Pitt to win outright. Honestly, I just don't know how you see the Vikings. This is the overreaction to the Vikings, doing to the Cincinnati at home. This is overreaction. You're going to Pittsburgh this time now. You can assault me on Pitt being a 1-point favorite or it'd be a pick 'em. But Minnesota 2.5 points on the road, that's much. That's too much there. I'm sorry. Give me Pitt to win this game outright. I'm sorry. I don't know what Vegas is seeing here. I don't know what they're seeing.
they're saying that Vikings defense, man. Are you serious? They might actually put Aaron Rodgers in the hospital. You could see an ambulance on the field.
I'm checking to see right now what the spread opened up as. So it opened at Pittsburgh as -1 actually, and it swung immediately in 2 days. So I don't know. We'll see. This is actually one of the more intriguing games I'm watching this weekend. And by the way, I think Carson Wentz will start again this week. So, all right, next game here we have your boys, the Commanders at Falcons. The Commanders are 1-point favorites. The over/under is 45. Zach.
Look, Atlanta has not looked good all year, and to see what happened to him last weekend, and bring in Kirk Cousins, I have total faith in Mariota and this Washington team this week.
You're a homer, but I have to give it to you, man. They look really good. This is the best game of the year so far without Dane Daniels. Is Daniels out this week too also?
I think he's out, and from what I heard, Terry McLaurin's also out.
And you're still taking Washington?
Terry McLaurin had one big play. That's all he's had all season. So, yes, I'm taking Washington, their defense, and run game.
I'm going the other way, brother. I'm going to go Atlanta. I mean, I'll tell you why. You get embarrassed by Carolina at home like that, but don't put up any points. You see a trend where teams that get blown out 1 week and then bounce back the next week. The Bears did that last week against Dallas. They lost big to Detroit 1 week, came back and beat Dallas, beat them down. The Browns lost big to Baltimore 1 week, come back and beat the Packers. The trend will continue here. Give me the Falcons win this game outright, honestly. I think what people do here is they overvalue 1 week, and then they swing the next week, think it's going to stay that way. Most teams are closer to even than you realize. I don't see Atlanta doing shit in the bed like that next week. And they're at home, too, on top of that. I think Penix will get it all together this weekend. Give me Atlanta win this game. All right. We got Saints at Bills. The Bills are 16.5-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 47.5. Biggest spread of the year so far.
It will probably be the biggest spread of the year. I can't imagine a spread getting bigger than this. But you know what? I'm not afraid. Give me the Bills. I feel like Josh Allen is the kind of player who doesn't let up. He is always trying to win and win big. So give me the Bills.
Same here with you, man. There's nothing to see here. Bills win, Bills cover. Saints are bad. Worst team in football, in my opinion. Very simple. All right. Browns at Lions. The Lions are 9-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 44.5.
This is basically a repeat. Lions love to score. They don't take a down off when it comes to trying to score. Everybody wants to get a touchdown, and almost everybody always does get a touchdown. Give me the Lions to cover.
Yeah, same here. I think people are reacting to not reacting. It's a good win by the Browns. But they're not going to do that again in Detroit. That's why the Lions under 10. The overreaction to they beat the Packers now, so they should be competitive. Bro, stop. It's a week-to-week league. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, I think they found the groove after that embarrassing loss to Green Bay week 1. They have now found the groove. You beat down Chicago, then you pretty much controlled the game against the Ravens last night, which was a very impressive win. I think Detroit, all the concern we had about that he lost both coordinators. Gotta say they've after that first week they really silenced people like me. So they're back in that Super Bowl contention conversation again. I'm there. Give me Detroit win this game and cover this game fairly easy. So I'm with you. You have Detroit too, right?
Yep.
All right. We got Panthers at Patriots. The Pats are 5.5 point favorites. The over under Zack 43.
This is something I do not understand. A team wins 30-0, and they are 5.5 point dogs to the Patriots. Makes no sense.
Make it make sense. I agree with you.
But I'm still going to be a coward and take the under in the game. I have no faith in either of those offenses.
I am the same way too, under as well. In fact, if Carolina wins this game, do not be surprised. Not saying they will, but if they win this game, don't be surprised. In fact, my next one was going to take the Panthers on the points. Panthers are 5.5 points better than the Panthers right now. No fucking way. Get out of here. No. All right, here we go. LA Chargers at New York Giants. The Chargers are 6 point favorites. The over under Zack is 44. Bobby, I'm sure you've seen it already. They just announced it. Jackson Dart with his first start. Can you wait 1 more week? You throw Dart against that defense?
Yeah, why not? He has a bad game week 1. At least he's got his feet wet. Comes out week 2 for him against the Saints. He'll have a win, almost a lock of a win. So I get the theory. Plus, the way in which Russell Wilson has played for the most part, he looked so bad Sunday night.
He did. And what we're realizing is that the fact that no one's even considering the week 2 game was Dallas, how great he was. I think people understand that's more about Dallas' defense, how bad they are. Which also, you watch them next week, they continue to be bad against Chicago. They kill them like a freaking Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So, would you take Chargers?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers in the game.
To cover too, huh?
Yeah.
Right,
I know the road, but
I'm going to go the under this one.
I
Chargers
thought
this game.
I thought about it, and actually, you know what? You're swaying me. I'll take the under.
Yeah, I'm going under this one. By a solo shot by Lindor. Good job. All right. Under for this one for me. Hopefully Dart has a good game. All right. One of the best games of the week here. We got Eagles at Bucks. Eagles 3.5 point favorites. The over-under, Zachary, is 44. Tampa Bay gives the Eagles a lot of problems, man.
Yes, they do. But I feel like the Eagles found something in that second half. So give me the Eagles in this game. The Bucks, yeah, they're 3-0, but they've been so close so many times to losing. So, yeah, give me the Eagles in this game.
Same here. But it's not because Bucks can't win this game. The Bucks are unhealthy. I don't know if both the linemen are going to be out still again, like they were this past week. Mike Evans is going to be out, I think, as well too. So they're not at full strength. So yeah, you're right. The Eagles found something late in that Rams game after being down 26-7 at halftime. So I'm going to go to the champs until you beat the champs. I'm not going to sit here and doubt them. So give me Eagles here to win as well, outright, and a cover spread. All right, we got Titans at Texans. The battle of 0-3. Texans are 7 point favorites. The over-under, Zach, 38.5. What in the hell is wrong with Houston?
They've got no weapons and they got no offensive line. And I shouldn't say no weapons. They have a couple wide receivers, but when you have no offensive line, your wide receivers mean nothing. And your running game is atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I want to take the safe bet and take the under. It's a super low under, but I still don't even know if both those teams can combine for 38 points.
I went the other way, man, because it's too low. I feel like this is the week that they get some offense, and Cam Ward has his best game.
I'd almost take Tennessee plus the points, if not to win outright, but I'm going to stay safe and take.
I get it. Is Houston this bad, though, or is this a rough spot right now for them?
Right now, yeah, they are this bad. Unless they figure out something on that offensive line for protection not even just pass protection. They have no run blocking going on.
I'll take the over in this one because it's low enough. Give me like a 24-20, 23-20 type of game. All right, we got. Who would have thought this would be one of the games of the week? Colts at Rams. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites. The over under is 50. By the way, I got into an argument with our own Kyle Nash doing the game. I told him that we are living in a world right now, 3 weeks in the season, that the Daniel Jones is a MVP candidate, and he gave me shit. Bro, he's an MVP candidate. What are you missing here?
I want someone to argue that he's not the MVP.
I told him that. Change my mind.
Yeah.
So anyway, what you got in this one?
I'm going to take the under in this game. I see a ton of running in this game. I see a ton of defense. So I'm gonna stick with the under in this game.
I'm gonna go Rams this one. I think the Colts little dream run here comes to an end. But I tell you what, this, again, we were talking like at the at Flanagan's, and we'll talk about teams in the AFC that are contenders. And you said Colts, I said I have to say wait and see. This game was a long way. This game was a long way of proving that for me. You beat the Rams on the road. A team that is a Super Bowl contender. That's a long way of making that conversation. So we'll see what happens there. I'll go Rams in a close one, but if the Colts win this game, we're having another conversation next week Tuesday on this show about their how they go. Because right at this point, it looks like they're running away. I know the Jags are one game behind. I don't see the Jags at this point competing for the division. The Colts are a runaway, in my opinion, for now anyway. But give me Rams this one. All right. Speaking of Jags, we got Jaguars at Niners. The Niners are 3-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, is 47.
This is way too high of an...
I agree.
Way too high. I get it that San Fran just lost Bosa, but if you watch these Jags offensive games, it's been ugly.
I agree.
Couple big plays, but otherwise it has been ugly. Give me the under in this.
Same with me. I'm here. Same with you, man. I have the under as well. I know Matt Jones looks pretty decent, but yeah, I don't see a combined 47 points here over that. I just don't see that. Give me under as well. All right. Probably game of the week here. Ravens at Chiefs. The Ravens are 2.5-point favorites. The over-under, Zach, 48. Who would have thought 3 weeks in, both these teams are 1-2? Who would have thought?
You could see both of these teams, honest to God, being 1-2. When you looked at the schedule, you open at the Bills, you had Detroit. It easily been a 1-2 for.
You can make a case, yeah. You can make a case, yeah.
But Baltimore's going to win this game, and I think they win this game big, actually.
Yeah, I think they're going to be fucking pissed off. By the way, was it me or was Lamar Jackson a little too hesitant last night with running the ball?
He did seem to be a little hesitant at times.
Yeah.
He was trying to get his wide receivers into the game.
Yeah, he prioritized the throwing a lot, which I'm not against, though. But if you have a chance to make some plays with your feet, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it.
I mean, they took Zay Flowers out of that game.
Yeah. And maybe Detroit just did a good job of shading him well.
Well, they had an insane pass rush.
Yeah. They were in his grill all fucking day. But yeah, I'm with you. I got Baltimore too. I still think KC, even if they start 1-3, are a playoff team because I think the AFC is right now anyway is very weak. Because after you get past the 3 teams I mentioned, Chargers, Bills, I'll still say Ravens. And then if you want to say the Colts, go and say the Colts. Who else are you really scared of in that conference? Steelers not that good.
No.
Bengals Burrow's out. Broncos overrated.
I mean, I would see the Broncos getting there before the Chiefs this year.
Well, we got to see more. I mean, Denver can lose this game against who they playing that again? They just mentioned it. We just mentioned the Denver game. Doesn't matter. We didn't mention it yet. That's the Monday Night Football, but it's coming up soon. But Denver, I don't find Denver scary just yet. They're tough, and I think they're a good team, and they probably are a playoff team, but I don't think they're runaway yet. But yeah, Baltimore wins this and wins this runaway. All right, we got Bears at Raiders. The Raiders 1-point favorites. The over under 48. Zach, I'm actually interested in this game. I don't know why. I just am.
I think it's because you want to see if it's for real with Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson.
Yes.
And I'm going to bet on it. I'm going to bet Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are starting to figure things out together. They have so many weapons at wide receiver, and Chicago does have a legit defense.
They do. It wasn't because I know people say it was the Cowboys defense, and I get that. There's a case for that. But I have seen stretches already where he looks like a competent quarterback. Even this year, week 1 against Minnesota, in that first couple of quarters of that game, he looked like a competent quarterback. But even the first half of the Detroit game, competent quarterback. It's just that you got to see a whole 60 minutes of that. Having said that, I actually love the over in this one. These two teams can still score. Okay? So I think the over is the play here on my end. All right, we got Packers at Cowboys. This is a Sunday night football game. The Packers are 7-point favorites. The over-under is 47, Zach. It is the return of Micah Parsons to Dallas. He will not be getting a video, by the way, according to Jerry Jones. The petty motherfucker.
He's going to be on video enough, okay? This might be his best game of the year. It might be the only game of the year where he really tries to show up, and he'll ask to play on even first and second downs. So give me the Packers. I think they win this in a massive blowout. That's how this defense is. Not to mention CeeDee Lamb's out. So
he's out. Yep. CeeDee Lamb's out. That's the problem. My bet's fucked, bro. Some listeners already know that I have a buddy of mine, Mario. Shout out to Mario. He's a Cowboys fan, and we have a $100 bet on the Cowboys over under win total of 8.5 wins. I have the Cowboys going over that. He's betting against his team, and he's looking good right now. 1-2, and it look like shit.
The reality is, you could put Mika back in Dallas, and guess what? Their defense was just as shitty last year.
Yeah.
All right? He made no difference last year. This defense is just as bad.
I am curious if they, big picture here, before we get to the next game, if the Cowboys do indeed miss the playoffs and it's a horrible year, do they really try to blow the whole thing up? Like Dak, I know Dak's contract still relatively fresh. Do you take the hit on the cap hit for that one? Do they go full bore rebuild? I don't know. Jerry Jones has never done it. He's never done a full bore rebuild.
There's no chance. You're talking about $160 million you would get rid of Dak.
You think so?
Yeah. What they might do is Trayvon Diggs, goodbye.
That's not one.
CeeDee Lamb, goodbye.
Cut that, Prescott. I'm looking at it right now on the online. I'm asking ChatGPT. What kind of cap would the Cowboys take the hit? Okay. Oh, Jesus. So pre-June 1st, if they cut him pre-June 1st, no, this is last year. This is this year actually. No, never mind. That's not gonna work. I'm looking for this is for this year. Had it been this year, it was $180 million to cut him this year. Now you have to figure that number's gonna shrink next year. No, shoot. Wrong one. I'm looking at it right now. In 2026. Okay, so here's the answer here, according to ChatGPT or Gemini AI. Still, it'll be less significant. So, if they were to cut him pre-June 1st of next year, it would be a $129 million cap hit. Gee, that's still humongous.
It was almost fully guaranteed.
If they cut him after June 1st, it's still a big number at $74 million, though. But it's a massive difference. Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
$60 million.
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere, buddy.
Yeah.
His black ass staying here in Dallas. All right, Monday Night Football. We got 2 games again. This time it's only 7 and 8 o'clock, though.
And
Jets.
Worst Monday night lineup in the history.
I can argue that. If Joe Burrow's playing in the night game, another night game, I'd be happy about that, but we're here. Jets at Dolphins. The Dolphins are 3-point favorites. The over-under 44.5, Zach. So Dolphins, they play decent against Buffalo. They saved the jobs.
This game never Monday night, no matter what. All right, never, ever, ever. But this is what the NFL does. They give New York whatever they want all the time
because we're special.
Yeah,
bro, we're special. Come on now.
Especially,
you jealous, bro?
Hey, if you want to watch your team get destroyed on primetime all the time, whatever. No one else wants to watch it.
But you say that, but you're gonna watch it, bro. You're gonna watch it. I'm gonna text you Monday evening. Hey, you said I hit? Yeah, man.
I'll probably be asleep.
Bullshit. You're gonna watch the game, bro. I guarantee you watch the game, bro.
There's no point in watching either of these games. I'm telling you, I will probably.
Okay, we'll see.
But
who you like this game, Miami, and
I will take the Dolphins getting their first one of the season.
I will too as well. By the way, did you see the Aaron Glenn?
Oh, the dance up the sideline.
Yeah, did you see the? So, somebody put a video of it, him doing that to the song "Earth, Wind, Fire" on September 21st. Which, by the way, that dance happened on September 21st for the record.
Oh,
I don't know if you knew that. It's fucking crazy. Dolphins win this game though, and they'll get the first win of the year, and you'll have more McDaniel. McDaniel save his job again from the week. All right, and finally, the second one that game we have Bengals at Broncos. The Broncos are 7-point favorites actually. Over under is 44.5. No Joe Burrow. And by the way, the Broncos are boring. I'm sorry, Broncos are really boring.
Oh,
but I'll watch the games though.
I won't be watching the game. All right, I'm telling you, I don't see a point in watching either of these games. But give me the under in this game.
Me too. I'm with you. Give me the under as well on these games. So, one last thing to out of here. FSU Minute. All right, our bye week's over. It's the prelude before we play UM next Saturday. We go to Virginia. I think it's our first road game of the year.
Yeah.
I believe so. We are 7-point favorites. The over-under is 59.5. My fear is not that they won't win this game. I think they won't win this game. I think they'll cover too. My fear is that they're looking ahead to the big one because now Miami's looking great, the number 2 in the country. I don't want them looking ahead. Focus on the task at hand.
I just feel like, have I missed something on Virginia? Are they a good team?
I know, that's weird.
7 points with the amount of points we have been scoring just makes no sense. So give me Florida State to win, and I still think they win huge.
I love your the cocky FSU fan. Well, they are 3-1, so there's that. They are 3-1, so they're a competent team.
Yeah, I know they beat William and Mary, so
I understand that. I'm with them. I'm taking Florida State to cover 7 points. But I just think also that's a fear of the Knowles to be looking ahead to the big one against Miami. And now it's setting up to be the most important FSU game in fucking years, where both teams are at top.
Yeah,
like top of their game. I'll tell you, this Canes team is scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching with them, and lately they look good. They look good.
Yeah, I feel like I might build all my parlays and teasers around Florida State this week.
I feel like I might join you on that, actually.
I know.
So, anyway, good luck your picks, buddy. So maybe a bounce back next week on the week. What's that?
I'm going to need it.
All right, brother. You take it easy, man, all right?
Yeah, man. Go do that.
I got to do the homework now. All right, man. Later.
Later.